Okay, so here's the slide about questions and statements. It's important to remember that statements usually go subject plus verb plus object. And here's an example. Walter read the book. When we're talking about questions, we have closed questions and they can be answered with one word, such as yes or no. And we have open questions which require more thought. Questions do not usually follow the same pattern as statements. We want to remember that there are specific question words. Who, what, when, why, how, which, and whose are ones that you already know about, I'm sure. We also have helping verbs, which can be used as question words, such as do, does, did, has, have, had, could, would, should, may, might, must, and will. And then we also have our be verbs, which include am, is, was, were, and are. So just quickly again, the differences between questions and statements. Walter read the book is our statement. However, you might not know who read the book. So you would phrase the question as who read the book? And then the one word answer could be Walter. You have indirect questions such as I asked if we had any homework, and you have direct questions which are do we have any homework? Okay, so number one is an indirect question because if you think about it, it's a statement about a question. It is not actually a question. Question structure, it almost always starts with the question word. Who read the book? Did you read the book? And why didn't you read the book? So you can see also with these three examples, two are closed questions, and then the third one is an open question which requires a longer answer. Why didn't you read the book? I didn't read it because I was watching a movie. And you need a question mark for each one of these questions. We did a little bit of practice guessing which ones are questions and which ones are statements. What did he do? What he did was simple. Is it time to eat? It is time to eat. So let's look at the answers. Number one is a question. Number two is a statement. Number three is a question. And number four is a statement. Notice the word order between 3 and 4. There's only a slight change there in that number 3 starts with is it and number 4 starts with it is. Okay, so switching the subject and the verb for the word order. Obviously, also you have different punctuation at the end with a question mark instead of a period for the question. Here's another set of 4. And you can guess whether it is a question or a statement. Number 1, what a shot. Number 2, when Violet eats the egg, she smiles. Number 3, Tom can eat 20 eggs. Number 4, can Tom eat 40 eggs? So you can probably also hear a difference in how I am reading each one of these sentences. Listen to number 3 and number 4 again, and you can probably guess just by the way that I'm reading them which one is a statement and which one is a question. Tom can eat 20 eggs, and 4, can Tom eat 40 eggs? So you can hear number 4 is going to be a question, and you can tell by the slight raising in my voice at the end of that sentence. So number 1 is an exclamation. What a shot. Number 2 begins with a relative clause. When Violet eats the egg, she smiles. So both of these are examples of sentences which begin with question words, but they are not actually questions. Number 3 is a statement. Tom can eat 20 eggs. And number 4 is a question. Can Tom eat 40 eggs? And again, it's important to notice the word order between 3 and 4. What do you need to remember about questions and statements? The first one is kind of obvious, but let's say it anyway. Questions usually start with the question word. Some questions require a one-word answer. Some questions require more thought. Finally, exclamations and relative clauses use question words but are not questions.